Hey there, Brad here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, good morning when I'm filming this at least. This class is a full body mobility routine. It's perfect if you're an athlete and you're looking to do a warm up before you train, or if you're going to the gym and you're doing a warm up before you train as well. These have 10 exercises. I'd highly recommend trying them out, seeing how it feels. It's going to wake up the body, get some better blood flow into the muscles and tissues so you feel like, I love to say this, all systems are activated. Anyhow, enough talking. Let's get into the video and ciao for now.
Let's get started. We've got 10 stretches today, but we're going to start with a forward hang as our warm up. So, come on. Okay. This whole video is follow along, by the way, and I'll be talking. So, when you get into your forward fold, I would say turn your toes slightly inwards. Okay, heels a bit outwards. Let the knees bend a bit and grab opposite elbows with the palms of your hands and let your upper body hang heavy. And you can drop your head down and try to move a bit from right to left, side to side here. And please feel free to modify every position and movement accordingly. It may be that you need to move your feet wider apart because you're super flexible, like so, or that you feel a little bit less flexible and you need to bend your knees. Try to see what you can really do to allow your upper body to hang even more towards the ground, okay? And that's what you're going to work on. And then when you're ready, you can release your hands to the ground and walk your fingertips over to the right and left for about 10 more seconds. And this will allow you to get a little bit more of a release through the hamstrings and through the side body of your upper body. And then finish one more on your right and left side, and then we're going to come onto our hands and knees for some cat-cows. Slowly find your way down. You might feel a little dizzy. Make sure the hands are in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. We're going to do 10 positions here. So take an inhale to arch your back, lift your chin, press your chest down, exhale, round, breathe out. Inhale for 2, and out. And just keep going as you wish. Feel free to also begin to tilt your hips from right to left if you feel like you want a bit more intuitive movements. Because just a short reminder, right? You know your body best. I'm on camera. I'm not with you in presence or live. So find a way if you need to just play with whatever you need. And I might forget the count now. I assume we're at 6. So let's go for 7. 2 more. And 1 more. Very good. Okay. Next stretch is going to be going from down dogs to up dogs. This position here, it's quite important that you focus on lifting your hips and pushing out through your hands in this position. You can keep your knees bent if you'd like. And this is going to be a modified up dog, maybe like a high cobra as well, and I'll show you that in a moment. As you inhale, you can slowly shift forward and sink your hips to the ground and let the knees come as well. Either the tops of the feet can stay on the mat or the toes can be tucked, and you can, or tops of the feet here is how it would be, and you can twist over your right and left shoulder and then shift back to a down dog. We're going to do 10 repetitions there. That's 1. Slowly let your hips sink forwards for 2. And make sure that you're maintaining nice breath in and out through the nose when possible, because actually nose breathing, besides the fact that yes, it can be calming, if you're focused on nose breathing, you're also going to consume a little bit less energy here when you're doing these poses so that you'll have full power for whatever training session that you have. If you're taking big inhales, exhales out through the mouth, you're wasting energy and you're not being as efficient as you could be for your practice. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Good. Let's go 7. Let's go 8. Okay, just 2 more after this. We'll go 9. And we'll do 1 more. Let's go 10. Okay. When you're ready, shift your hips back. Okay, shake out your hands because I'm sure that was quite an intense position. And then we'll come into 90-90 folds. For those of you that feel like the hips are quite tight, feel free to keep your knees a bit closer together. Otherwise, try to spread them as wide as you can. We're going to do 5 on each side. You're going to rotate your knees over to the right. Okay? It's okay. This is more 90-90, but it's okay if the legs are this position too. And then as you exhale, just forward fold over the shin. Back up. Other side. Forward fold. That's 1. Exhale. And go for it. You can also flex the feet to get a bit more activation, a bit more awareness into your toes. I mean, you can also point the toes too, but I would say it's not as effective for getting a deeper stretch throughout the hips, throughout the hamstrings, for number 3, and for the glutes. Good. Number 4. And number 5. And when we're finished, we're going to lay down on our back for open hips and twists. Okay? This is a staple. So extend your left leg forwards towards the front. Okay? Hug your knee in towards your chest. Breathe in. Exhale to open the hip to the right. And then breathe in and exhale to twist to the left. It's 1. 5 on each side. Over to the right. And over to the left. 2. To the right. And to the left. 3. And 4. And last one. Okay. When you finished, shake it off and switch. Left knee in towards your left shoulder. Open the hip to the left to breathe out. And twist to the right. For 2. For 3. 4. And 5. Good. When you finish, come back to center. We're going to find our way to what's called the world's greatest stretch. Okay, so from this position, we're going to start. I'll start with the right foot forwards, left hand down to the ground, right arm high. It's okay if the knee is bent, by the way. Try to straighten it if you can. So we're going to breathe in from here, and then we're going to bring the right hand to the ground and the left arm up. I'm going to do 5 on each side in this position. So this is a modified world's greatest stretch that gives you a little bit of side bending action for the spine and for the hips. 3. 4. And try to really rotate the spine up. Okay, good. 5. And then we switch legs. I'll go on this side for you guys so you can see it easier. Right hand down, left arm up. Left hand down, right arm up. For 2. Because if you're hypermobile on the shoulder, you're just going to reach the shoulder back but not the spine. And we want to really focus on also the rotation of the rib cage of the spine. Okay, for 4. And then for 5. Good. Okay. Next position we're going to work on is thread the needle. I'm going to face forward for you guys. Okay, this one is going to be 5 as well. Reach the right arm to the ceiling to inhale. Exhale, twist underneath you, shoulder to the ground. Back up for 2. And twist. For 3. And twist. For 4. Twist. And for 5. And twist. And then come back up. Let's switch sides. Left arm up. And twist. Back up. Twist. For 3. Open the spine. Twist. 4. twist, and 5, and twist. Good. And then you come all the way back towards center. Okay. We're going to do a short cobra series for the spine and for the shoulders. You're going to bring your hands towards the ground next to your chest. 5 repetitions. So feet can be slightly apart for this one today. As you inhale, lift your chest off the ground. Then lift your hands off the ground, back behind you. Interlace your hands behind the back if you can, and it's okay if they're not fully interlaced. And then bend your legs and try to either tap one hand to one foot or both hands to the feet, and maybe even lift the knees off the ground. Then when you're ready, release. Back to a cobra pose for 2. Feet can be on the ground. Hands back behind you. Hands behind the back and lift. Lift up the feet. Tap one hand or 2 and kick. Release. For 3. Arms back behind. Lift up the feet. Oh, sorry. Interlace your hands. I messed that one up. And then lift up the feet. Grab. Kick. Okay, 2 more. Lift the spine. Arms back behind. Interlace the hands. Lift up the feet. Grab the feet. Soft kick. And then 1 more. Cobra position. Arms back behind. Interlace. Lift up the feet. Grab the feet. Soft kick. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then release. Good. Press yourself back towards your hands and your knees. Sit up for a second. Shake it off. Okay. Next position that we're going to work on is a 3-legged dog to a pigeon pose. For some of you, if this is pretty intense for your hips, just do what you can in this position. You can also just hold the 3-legged dog. 5 repetitions on each side. So we're going to lift into down dog. Lift your right leg towards the ceiling. Bend the leg and open the hip like so. And as you exhale, you're going to try to bring your right foot to the ground and your right knee towards the right wrist. And then just sink your hips a little bit down. Then you press back up. Lift the leg. So we'll start now. This will be repetition 1. Exhale, sink. And come down. Then for 2, open the hip. Shift it forwards. And then sink and come down 3. Maybe you want to go deeper with each one. For 4, towards pigeon. Sink and come down. And then last one. The hope is that you can feel and prioritize the stretch in your glute, in your right glute. And then calm down. Good. Then we'll switch sides. Left leg lifts when you're ready. So a bend the leg, open the hip. I'll do a demo one first. And then you come down. And then feel free to shift a bit further down. And then back up. So here goes the real one. Repetition 1. Come down. Sink. Back up. Repetition 2. Come down. Into pigeon. Sink. Back up. Repetition 3. Come down. Find your way. Sink as you exhale. Back up. Good. For 4. Smooth breathing, by the way. And for 5. Good. And then when you finish that, find your way slowly up towards standing. Shake it off as well. Okay. Last 2 stretches. We have Cossack squats, or these kind of side squats. From this position, you can turn out 1 foot, bend the left leg. Okay. Try to make sure when you're bending the knee that it's moving outwards, not inwards. A lot of people with not a lot of hip external rotation tend to drive the knee in. Try to prioritize driving the knee out. It will be quite an intense stretch for the adductor and quite an intense strengthener for the glute. So shift and sit as low as you can. And then from this position, the outside edge of the foot can stay down, or you can even lift the foot up. But if you do, try not to rotate it in. Try to rotate it away. 5 repetitions, other side too. And you can push your elbow to the inside of the thigh. Here's 2. I'll do it with the outside edge of the foot down now. If you want, again, you can lift and rotate away. For 3. 4. And then for 5. Last one. Good. Okay. And our last stretch is going to be forwards and backs, our mobility routine. Forwards and backs with a little bit of a position for side bends. So you're going to start with the right foot forward, right knee down to the ground, fingertip grip, chest forward, breathe in. As you exhale, shift back and try to straighten the leg as best as you can. Keep the hands facing forward, lift the toes. Okay. Shift forwards again for 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. Chest forwards if you can, arch the back and back. And 5. And shift back. Good. Then we release to the other side. Left foot forwards, hands forwards. Okay, shift forwards and breathe in. Shift back and try to straighten the leg. And forwards for 2. And back. For 3. And back. 4. And back. And last one for 5. And back. Good. And that completes our mobility routine today. Feel free to like, comment, please subscribe to this channel so I can make more content for you, by the way. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. And until next time, nice job and ciao for now.